Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. So, we got our last primary of the week, and that is Wyoming. So, we got our Senate and House elections, specifically the two federal chambers of Congress. They had their elections on Tuesday, and we're going to be looking at those results. So we have the Republican primary. First off, we have the incumbent Republican John Barrasso. And if we remember correctly, Barrasso is also running for Senate Majority Leader. It seems that we've forgotten a little bit that Mitch McConnell is retiring. Hopefully we all haven't forgotten. But I'll tell you for a little bit, I have forgotten that there is a race after the election. In Congress that to elect the new Senate Majority Leader. John Barrasso is a candidate and a contended for that list. And you know what? I'm not necessarily a fan of all the choices, but you know what? I'm just hoping that he and look, they're all he's, but he will be a good leader. That's what I'm hoping. Whoever it is, he will be a good leader. So John Barrasso, 67.9%. He did not do good in his primary, which does make me concerned on how he will do as Senate Majority Leader. If he's being if Reed Rassner is pulling 24.5% from John Barrasso, that's not a good sign. Like you'll see, you'll see it could just be poor turnout in general. You know, Wyoming is just a very small state, less than 1 million people, and you give them like a primary. Not all of them are going to attend. In fact, around, I would say, less than 100,000 people showed up across the state to vote in this primary. So yes, and John Barrasso won by 70,000 votes, but he was great. I would say he almost won 70%. He certainly should have gotten 70%. There's absolutely no reason why he couldn't get 70%. But then there's Reed Rassner, who picked up 24.5. And Reed Rassner, we got to look him up because you got to be some sort of an influential individual. But then again, you really don't have to unless the incumbent senator is absolutely incompetent. They're going to do whatever they can to get you out. But that's let's see who Reed Rassner is, his background. Okay, we have the primary results right here. Okay. John Barrasso, Reed Rassner is a financial executive. Okay, honestly, I could care less. A financial executive should not be running for the United States Senate. You would be very strong to receive 24.5%. But then again, there more to that. Other than John Holtz, which I would expect to do way more better, seeing that he is a retired circuit court judge. He has been in the ring of politics, and of course, he was a candidate for 2018, and 2020. So his name, he got some name recognition. You'll see he even, let's see, Republican primary. Okay, Holtz. He performed 2.60% in 18, and in 2020 you'll see he performed 1.71, and maybe it was a good concern, but he actually performed his best, 7.6%. So Looking at county results, though, you'll see that Barrasso performed his best in Goshen County, 75% of the popular vote. Okay, Goshen, right up here, just north of the county that holds Cheyenne, and that is Laramie County. People say this county holds Cheyenne because it's more liberaler. Voted for Biden in 2020. That is Albany County. It is not the county that holds Cheyenne. It's actually the county east to this county, and that's Cheyenne. That's Laramie County. And actually voted for Trump 60%. So you know Cheyenne's a very, very conservative city, uh, but it's also pretty libertarian. I'm just saying. Yes, there's this Goshen. There's Plate, Albany. Rassner performed his best in Crook County. Crook County, I thought was okay. The corner one, right up here. He received 31%. That's his sort of best. He also tied with Niobrara County, which also got 31% in. And then there's John Holtz, who actually performed his best in Teton County, right here, the big Democrat county, that voted for Biden by like 60%. I think it was 70%. Sometimes it goes 70% for Democrats, but yes. So John Holtz didn't win this county. He did his best before Teton, but yes, not a good primary for John Barrasso. He barely crossed the finish line. He will win, of course, but this does speak that, you know what, there's something not really good, not really uh he could just be neocon or rhino. He's definitely establishment. He's definitely establishment Republican, but I don't know, I don't think he's anti-Trump. Last time I checked in previous videos, he was not anti-Trump, but I did hear that not all people were a fan of him. So very interesting stuff, but we are gonna have to see. Of course, there's nothing we can find out about him in the general because this is easy grabbings for John Barrasso. He's gonna win. Seeing how he performs in 18, he won 66.96%. Kind of underperforming uh Donald Trump's record. He's not, I wouldn't say he's weak yet. Uh you'll see he won 75.66, even within that big Democrat county. So he's definitely not weak. He's just once again, it could be because he comes from a party that it isn't the party right now. I mean, what I mean is the ideology of the party has kind of changed. And John Barrasso is still kind of part of that McCain, Bush, Romney type of Republican. And you'll see 2012, majority of the party was fine with it. But of course, going to 2018, it kind of shifted a little bit. Going into 2020, you'll see, okay, not everyone's really a fan, but he did raise 7 million. 7 million, spent 3 million, cash on hand, 7 million. Yeah, he did good with financing. But then again, Reed Rassner raised 200,000. Let's take a look at the Democrat primary. Nothing really much to go over here. So Scott Morrill is the Democrat nominee. He received 10,000 votes across the state, 100% of the popular vote being unchallenged. Scott Morrill is an educator, of course. Educator, a teacher. Then again, not really coming from an office of experience. So John Barrasso should enjoy some sort of opportunity to take out Scott Morrill easily. So despite his horrible primary performance, Now we gotta talk about the U.S. House of Representatives at large. And then again, Democrats are running unopposed. Kyle Cameron is the Democrat nominee for the House of Representatives, won the Democrat nomination unopposed. It's really the Republican primary that we got to talk about. And Harriet Hagman did pretty well. Yeah, she was challenged. Yeah, she lost almost 20%. But then again, we got to remember this is Wyoming. This is Wyoming. It's very hard to get people out and voting in Wyoming. Then again, it doesn't really matter turnout wise. Really, you got to tell people to get out and vote in the Cheyenne and Casper areas. Those are the areas that really matter. Other than that, yeah, there's a couple of votes like 2,000. But yeah, Harriet Hagman winning renomination compared to her performance in 2022, where she failed to pick up Teton and Albany counties because those counties went to your famous rhino, Liz Cheney. And yeah, expectedly, Harriet Hagman got like 60% because then again you're facing an incumbent representative that no one liked, right? Because she's just too left wing. All right. No, I wouldn't say she's left wing. She's a conservative, but she really shouldn't be a Republican. She donates to Democrats. So then again, we can debate about it. But then, yeah. So Hagman performed her best in Niobrara County, where she won 91% of the popular vote. That county, seeing that this is Wyoming, right? Okay, I was going to say we could find it easily, but yes, 91% against Stephen Helling, who received 77 votes. But yes, 876 votes, 91%. That's for Niobrara County. And Stephen Helling, he performed his best in Teton County, that big Democrat county. And then again, there's a reason why he performed best there. They're not really a fan of Harriet Hagman, saying that they voted for Liz Cheney 2 years ago. So yes, 41% of the popular vote. Then again, not that bad. 709 votes. Then again, Harriet Hagman receiving 59% of the popular vote. Then again, the majority of this county is Democrat. Keep in mind, 70, 60%. Then again, there's going to be a limited amount of people. Ideologically, the Republican Party here will probably be split. Ideologically, there's like rhinos. Well, I would say they're all libertarian. Wyoming's a huge libertarian state. But whether they're establishment or just MAGA, it's kind of split when it comes to that. 59% for Harriet Hagman. Like I said, Kyle Cameron is unopposed. All right. And that is it. So, what do you guys think about our Wyoming results? Let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.